Hello everybody, this is Craig from 9 Volt Games, and today I'm going to do a very different video. I normally don't like to borrow things from other people's channels, but my good friend Devine, and he has a YouTube channel on here, and obviously because I just said that, he also does videos under the name of 9 Volt Games, as well as, you know, having his own established channel. He does a series called Fuck Outta Here, and what he does is he discusses, I should stop waving around, even though you read the title. What he does is he discusses games that should just get the fuck out of here. And I normally don't do that. I do enjoy that he does that because it's that aspect of my channel that I don't normally talk about games I don't like because I just prefer not to. But I got one. And it's been pissing me off real fucking bad. And I got to do this. So thank you, Devine, for saying that I could do this. And I would just like to say Sonic Lost World, get the fuck out of here. This game is goddamn ridiculous. And you know that this hurts to do this because I do thoroughly enjoy Sonic games. And I even enjoyed Sonic 2006. And I'm saying that this game needs to get the fuck out of here. Listen, I bought this game for my son when Sonic Boom came out. I played a demo for Sonic Boom and I was like, I'm not buying this shit, alright? I don't want to buy a bad Sonic game. I've bought every Sonic game, and Sonic Boom was like, I played the demo and I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm just not buying this shit. So I didn't want to spend $60. I said my son could pick out a game. He said, oh, there's Sonic. I want Sonic. So I ended up getting Sonic Lost World. I said, let's get this one. So we played a little bit, and I completely forgot that this game was even coming out because obviously it wasn't new at that time. So, fun fact, when this game was announced and shown off, I actually got excited for it. Not because the concept of, you know, you play through a Sonic, much like Sonic Colors. Well, it came on the heels of Sonic Colors, but in addition to having the side-scrolling, it had 3D world like planetoids, like Mario Galaxy. I got excited because there was a game that was supposed to come out a while ago called Sonic Extreme. And that was supposed to be for the Sega Saturn. So I do get offended if some people... Some of the reviews I saw for this when it first came out was like, oh, you know, Mario Galaxy does it so much better and blah, blah, blah. Like, first off, take a step back, all right? This is Sonic, and Sonic hasn't had such an easy go as Mario, all right? The idea for Mario Galaxy is not an original idea. Sonic Extreme was supposed to come out on Sega Saturn, and it was supposed to be much like this one, where it was a 3D world like planetoids, and you go around and, you know, when you're running, the world will rotate with you. And then obviously Sega Saturn failed and never carried on with it. They ended up making Sonic Adventure on Sega Dreamcast. So when this one came out, it had one half of the game was the aspect of, you know, let's bring back Sonic Extreme because Mario Galaxy works so well, is what I assume happened. Problem is, Sonic kind of controls like 3D, I mean, Sonic kind of controls like fucking shit in 3D. That's what I meant to say. It's bad. Sometimes you'll be running and he'll just start walking. Sometimes you'll hit jump, he won't jump. Sometimes you'll run one way, he'll go the other way. Sometimes you'll try and do a spin dash and then he'll spin dash backwards. I don't understand what the fuck's going on here. The 2D realm parts of this are okay. The 3D ones are poor. The controls are terrible. Now, judging by what other people have said about this, I've done myself a disservice by getting this on Wii U. I should have got it on 3DS, but I don't let my son play on my 3DS. I let him use the Wii U. So while he thinks it's fun, he gets to a point where he's like, Daddy, I can't do this. And he gives me the controller. I'm like, dude, I can't fucking do this either. Now, we eventually stopped playing it because I got to the point where I was like, this is frustrating. I mean, it's not impossible to beat. It's not a hard actual game. The gameplay is not difficult. There are some times it's, you know, trial and error. You will die over and over again. But I had 54 lives when I played this the other night, and then when I stopped, I had 12. And it wasn't because what level that I was playing was difficult. It's because the game glitches out on you. You'll go do a homing attack, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work. Sonic should have, this is one big problem. Sonic should only have 2 buttons. Jump, and then that should be a homing. And then, you know, whatever button for spin dash, because it's 3D, you can't just hold down anymore. You should have a separate button for spin dash. That should be it. There should be no extra flair for Sonic. It's that simple. You want to make a good Sonic game, you just have one fucking thing. It's jump and then spin dash. I mean, but like I said, 3D, so you can't hold down to crouch, but that's what it should be. This one's got all 4 buttons do something. I think 2 of them do the exact same thing, but still, when you're playing on the controller, sometimes you hit the wrong fucking button, and you'll be like, oh, that's just like a shallow jump, that's not a homing thing, and then you fucking die. And then there's the Deadly Six. Okay, so the story of this game is pretty much the story of every other fucking Sonic 3D game. Dr. Robotnik unleashes or teams up with... Shut up, dog. Dr. Robotnik teams up or unleashes a being or beast that he cannot control, and then eventually Sonic has to team up with him, and then they have to fight the greater evil. That's what it's been like for all Sonic 3D games. And that's what it's like for this one. He goes to help the Deadly Six turn on him, and then now we all must team up and take them out. Blah, blah, blah. The concept is cool. I think that if they made a show out of this instead of Sonic Boom, it would have been awesome, like for a kid's show, because we didn't even watch Sonic Boom anymore. We quit after the 2nd episode. But the actual boss fights themselves, you get 2 apiece, they suck. They're terrible. It's like 3 hits, but it's not like Mario one where, you know, you're going to be on a little planetoid, so you get to run around the whole planet when you're fighting your bosses. What I don't like about it is it's not like the whole planet revolves around that boss. It's like they put no effort into the fights. And then when you're done with them, like, they just take off, and that's it. It's so... Someone else said this, and I tried to avoid it. Sorry. So anticlimactic. So... Me and Dan were talking about it, and Dan said, he's like, some of these Sonic 3D games, like, most of it's easy, and then you get to some parts that are just so fucking difficult, and you keep dying over and over. He's like, it's like Dark Souls. And I said, it is like Dark Souls. There's a point where you die, it's because of shitty controls, or it's because of one misstep. And then the only problem is, when you beat Dark Souls, you can say, I beat Dark Souls, and you wear that as a badge of honor. When you beat Sonic Lost World, nobody gives a fuck. So get the fuck out of here, Sonic Lost World. Guys, avoid that game if you haven't played it. That's all I can say about it. Thank you guys for watching.